the man who hosted emotions. Silence was the oldest of them all. He did not knock when he entered a room. He did not argue for space. He simply arrived, and everything else rearranged itself around him. Inside every human being, there is a house. Some keep it tidy. Some let it fall into chaos. Some pretend it doesn't exist at all. But in that house, 6 beings live together, whether invited or not. Silence, anxiety, anger, happiness, compassion, empathy. And the story begins the night a man named Daniel could no longer sleep. Silence sat at the head of the table, not as a tyrant but as a witness. He wore no color. His presence felt like the pause between heartbeats. Most humans fear him because when he arrives, distractions fade. No music, no scrolling, no noise to numb the truth. Daniel tried to avoid him for years, but that night, silence spoke without sound. You cannot heal what you refuse to hear. Silence is not emptiness. He is revelation. He is the space where buried grief floats up. He is the mirror no one else holds steady enough. Humans misunderstand him. They call him loneliness. They call him boredom. They call him awkwardness. But silence is the doorway. Without him, none of the others can be understood. Anxiety paced the room relentlessly, fingers tapping, eyes scanning for danger that hadn't arrived yet. She is often blamed, mocked, medicated, silenced. But anxiety was not born cruel. She just wanted to be acknowledged. She was born protective. Long ago, when humans lived among real predators, she sharpened their senses. She whispered, "Stay alert, prepare, survive." The problem is not her existence, it is her excess. In Daniel's house, she had grown louder because he ignored silence. When truth is suppressed, anxiety fills the void with imagined catastrophes. She tugged his sleeve. If you don't control everything, something terrible will happen. She lies sometimes. She wants to be noticed. She feels defeated, ignored, but she lies out of fear, not malice. Anxiety's role is vigilance. Her dysfunction is dominance. When balanced, she becomes discernment. When unbalanced, she becomes paralysis. Anger burst through the door like fire. She was not subtle. She did not apologize for his volume. Daniel had spent years trying to suppress her, believing anger made him dangerous, unlovable. But anger knelt beside him and said, "I only rise when something sacred has been violated. I am the guardian of boundaries. I show up when dignity is ignored. When injustice breathes too close, when pain is dismissed." The tragedy is not anger itself, it is unprocessed anger. Unheard, she turns destructive. Understood, she becomes courage. Anger builds revolutions. She also destroys families. When is not under control. The difference lies in whether silence has allowed him to be understood before he acts. Happiness entered softly, almost shyly. She did not stay long. She never does. Humans chase her as if she were permanent, but she was never designed to live in the house full time. She is a visitor, a beautiful one. She dances in moments, a laugh that escapes unexpectedly, a sunrise no one posted about, the taste of something warm after a cold day. Daniel used to demand she stay. "Why can't you be here all the time?" he would ask. She smiled. "Because if I stayed, you would stop noticing me." Happiness is contrast. She is meaningful because she is fleeting. The mistake humans make is worshiping her and resenting every other emotion. But a house that only allows happiness becomes emotionally fragile. Her empathy bloomed, a heavy, shared burden. Without compassion, anger becomes brutality. Without compassion, anxiety becomes self-hatred. She is the softness that keeps humans from breaking under their own expectations. Empathy stood by the window. She feels what others feel, sometimes too deeply. She is the bridge between isolated islands of experience. Through her, Daniel understood that his anger mirrored someone else's pain, that his anxiety echoed generations before him. that his silence was not unique. Empathy is connection, but unchecked, she can drown in everyone else's storms. Her role is understanding, not absorption. The healthiest humans learn to let her translate pain without owning it. The night they spoke together, that night Daniel let silence and anxiety linger. He let anger reveal what had been wounded. He welcomed happiness without clinging. He allowed compassion to soften the sharp edges. He listened through empathy, not just to others, but to himself. And something shifted. The house did not become quiet. It became integrated. The truth about being human. Humans are not meant to eliminate emotions. They are meant to host them wisely. Silence is the foundation. Anxiety is the alarm system. Anger is the boundary. Happiness is the sunlight. Compassion is the healer. Empathy is the bridge. The tragedy of adulthood is not feeling too much. It is being taught to feel selectively. When humans exile parts of themselves, those parts grow louder. But when they allow every emotion a seat, without giving any of them the throne, something extraordinary happens. They become whole. And wholeness is not the absence of struggle. It is the harmony of contradictions living under one roof. The house is inside of Daniel's mind, is there where all our thoughts come alive, where we build secrets and boundaries, and nobody knows what is building inside but us. Is there where, along with silence, our humanity created harmony, or where the wires that connect our existence collide? The house within. Inside every human being, there is a house. Some keep it locked. Some pretend it does not exist. But every night, we return to it.